Well, hey guys, what's up? So, yeah, let's cover season 5 before I do anything else for my review. Excuse me. This is gonna be my last review for. This is gonna be the season before I go continue reviewing season 7 and probably covering a lot of the show. So, yes, season 5. I think it was one of the better seasons of the show, but yeah, I really like this. I thought the season was pretty good as well. So let's just talk about the episodes. First of all, Black Panther versus Batman, the season premiere. And we're kicking off with a Marvel versus DC fight. That's going to be a sort of trend, by the way. And it's going to be a sort of trend to be. Trend that we'll get a Marvel versus DC fight each season now. That's going to be a common recurring trend after that, as seen in Aquaman versus Namor and Miles Morales versus Static. Dick. So yeah. Well, this was done to promote the new Black Panther movie, recurring some other recurring trend a bit. And it was a pretty good premiere fight. I did really like these two's analysis, the animation, and the animation was also pretty good. I do really like the pixel animation, and I do really like the battle at the zoo. I like the battle at the zoo. It was a pretty good. It's a pretty good song. Though, weirdly enough, the preview was using the King of the Jungle. Here they were using the original soundtrack, but oh well. Yeah, anyways, I really liked the fight. It was a really good fight, and I really find the brutal way to kill off Batman. And I also find the finish. Remember? He moved to finish off Batman, like shh. And wow, that was really one intense fight. And it was a pretty good fight. Next up is Raven versus Twilight. Okay, I may have a little bit back. Okay, so yeah, Raven versus Twilight Sparkles. Okay, you may wonder why I didn't come in with. So back in the okay for when we get to season 7, when I reviewed season 7, and yeah, you may be wondering why I didn't complain that we had recently we just had another DC fight just immediately after that. But in my case, at least it was complete season 7. The second episode we're being straight after a Marvel fight. That's because the shows have a different formula now. It's now releasing every 2 episodes instead of 3. So meaning we're now two releasing episodes bi-weekly instead of 3 weeks.
Have you had your ice cream?
Yes, I had my ice cream.
I'll put another top back to the freezer for you.
Okay. At least that fight was more to go with at least 2 more fights. Mainly, at least it was more to go for. Mainly, I wasn't really keen on having an extra fight. Just having another DC fight straight away after that. I feel like may wait at least 2, 3 more episodes. I feel like I just want to get the other fights out of the way. But yeah. This, however, is not. Since the show, at the time, the show was taking about at least 3 weeks of its own time to animate these episodes. It took 3 weeks to finish up an episode. Raven versus Twilight was one of the fights I was a little mad, but no, well, probably because I was more of a brony. And yeah, I was as it used to be brony. I think it's an alright episode pretty much, but yeah, I think this may trigger a lot of bronies. Then again, I always feel like Twilight Sparkle should have won that fight and not Raven. However, it's based on my opinions, and really, I didn't find this fight. Yeah, maybe I'll look back one day, and maybe I really need to look back. Now this is coming from me as a UC Brony, and these are fights are coming back based on more of my opinions, more back then opinion, and versus more of back then really. They were doing like a rewatch where I rewatch every fight in Death Battle's history and season by season of course, and maybe give you a different opinion on it. Yeah, I felt Raven try to show one. Also, fun fact: this is the original. This is my thoughts when I saw this Raven design was she doesn't have white skin. Oh wait, no, actually it's more like I wasn't like doesn't she have white skin, not some weird human skin, brown skin, black skin, and I looked at it and go, oh, this is what Raven literally look like. Okay, but still, I always feel like White Sparkle should have won that fight. Next up is Jotaro versus Kenshiro. Unfortunately, I still haven't watched JoJo yet. I thought it was a pretty good fight, a manlier fight. I thought it was a pretty good fight, really. I do really like it displays both characters and whatnot. It destroys both the set. And really, I thought it was a pretty good fight. It was more of a more manlier type fight. And then I don't really hate this fight. I thought it was a pretty good fight, actually. Maybe people are just not really thinking that JoJo should. Maybe a lot of JoJo fans really just think. Yeah, I think JoJo should have won this fight. Not this Kenshiro. Not this Kenshiro guy. I thought the fight was pretty good. I don't think it's deserved to be hated. But hey, maybe it's just opinions. But maybe I just think it's pretty good, actually. Next up is, I would say, one of my favorite death battles Crash versus Spyro. Yes, we finally get to the marsupial fighting the dragon, the former PlayStation mascots, before Nathan Drake kind of existed in this universe. Fun fact: this is the only fight so far to have two additional original tracks of Bandicoot and Crash and Burn. Overall, I thought the fight was pretty good. It did have multiple. I thought the analysis was pretty good, and I was finding kind of where they were and while mostly they're using Crash from most of all the other games. Spyro for some reason went for more of his for Deadpool decided to use the Legend Spyro, but for some reason has like at least one or two more clips of the original franchise. I get that they use the same abilities, but still, it kind of feels a little disturbing when you're just focusing on that one area, and then suddenly you just have to show at least one or two clips of like the original trilogy and the original series and Skylanders. It kind of feels a little disjointed. Well, a pretty good fight. Next up is Sakura versus Pit. I thought it was an alright fight, but I think Pit should have won. He has much better weaponry and whatnot. Also, never contest me. Sora, you are not allowed. You're a Disney character. Get out. Okay, back to the review. Leon Kennedy versus Frank West. I think it was a pretty good fight. I really like the fight. It goes with the dynamic of series who's Capcom's best zombie slayer. They're obviously a pretty good fight. I do really like the dynamic. But he was mostly a Frank West, considering that he has like a huge arsenal. He can create multiple weaponry, and he can just think outside the box. Leon Kennedy won mainly for a lot of supreme weaponry and whatnot. And surprisingly, Frank Leon Kennedy won this one. I don't really hate the Resident Evil franchise, but I prefer. But considering Frank West has a lot of crazy stuff on his hands, yeah, maybe I just feel it was more of that one fight. But yeah, that was still pretty good. Doctor Fate versus Doctor Strange versus Doctor Fate. Another DC versus Marvel fight, but I thought it was a pretty alright fight. It was pretty much of who's the best mage in the who's the best sorcerer hero in the all of existence. And when it was on Doctor Strange, since after watching Doctor Strange, I didn't really keen on Doctor Fate usually a fair bit. And again, funny thing when, ironically, back when Injustice 2 was first announced, yeah, I know it was the time when he was regaining his popularity at the time. And when everyone's revealing, yeah, they kind of compared the Doctor Strange. Yeah. Scott. Yeah, yeah, I probably knew who Doctor Fate is. I watched the cartoon series and the Justice League cartoon series, both of them, but sorry, my memories can be faulty, but yeah, I can see maybe because nowadays people forgot Doctor Fate even existed in this universe. It's nice to see him back, and it is pretty gained back popularity due to the Injustice 2. Overall, pretty good fight. However, I didn't find too much problems with this fight. Next up is Ryu versus Jin. Obviously, one of my favorite fights. I thought it was a. Well, I was wondering. I thought it was a pretty good fight. Yes, we get to finally about time. And fun fact, like someone got okay. Now, Metal Blade 5 actually made a prediction of the fight happening this year, and he got it correct. And he paid it for Jin. Nope, Ryu won. Money was mostly on Ryu for this one, as I didn't feel like Jin would win. As legitimately, I think he has much more power, and yeah, why not? I think, hey, I don't really keen on Jin, as I don't really play Tekken really. So yeah, and because yeah, and yeah, I pretty much, and I was right. Overall, pretty good fight with pretty good action and everything else. Yes. But yeah, pretty good fight. Next up, one of my favorite death battles, and we get to reintroduction the hand-drawn animation finally coming back, and the reintroduction of the hand-drawn animation. Samurai Jack versus Afro Samurai was one of the fights that I was like, kind of surprised. I really love this fight. I'm a huge childhood. Samurai Jack was my childhood. I even reviewed season 5, which I thought was pretty good, and I thought the ending was also pretty good. I thought the ending was a little mixed bag. I feel like season 5's ending was a little mixed bag with me, but I still think it was mostly good. Mostly good, but. And yeah. Yeah. And really, it was my childhood. Anyway, Samurai Jack is my childhood pretty much. So, yeah, why not? Money was on Samurai Jack. I don't really know who the hell Half-Right Samurai is. Like, and why not? And pretty much they're both good at mastery of fight. And I do really like the research. The animation was one of my favorites. I really like they actually used the hand-drawn animation. Luckily, it's not a one-off thing. And well, yeah, we get to that. And yeah, I've been hyped for this fight to be more traditionally animated. I did find the anime really the research accurate and everything else. It was pretty much one of my favorite death battles. Next up is Carnage versus Lucy, and I'm gonna say I don't really like this battle too much. I feel like Carnage should have won since he is way more powerful, but then again, I don't really know these two, so yeah, that was okay. Maybe I'm just more of a Marvel guy. I never watch anime. I don't tend to watch any horror anime or something. I tend to watch anime that's a bit too dark for my taste. Next up is another big death battle. Optimus Prime versus Gundam! Yeah. My name was on Optimus Prime this time, really, I feel like. You know, this guy is pretty much the best Transformer. Like, why not? Transformers from my childhood. Gundam is pretty much not my childhood. I can't wait for the pissed off Gundam comics to come out later that day. on that day, probably a lot of Gundam fans were pissed that day. Alright, so yeah, a pretty good fight. Overall, pretty good fight. I like the action, the research, and everything, and I do really like the designs and whatnot. Yeah, I'm overall thought this is one of my favorite bit. It was one of my favorite death battles. Battles, by the way, and even the music was awesome. Yeah, I do really like most of the music of the season, by the way. Next is Nightwing versus Daredevil. The only time that Death Battle decided why not to go live action. The collaboration as well. I do really like this fight, mainly for the live action fight choreography. The choreography was pretty good and amazing. Shout out to Isma Hawk, by the way, for that. And then again, I would like to see more collaboration with Isma. I would like to see more collaborations with Isma Hawk. I would like to see more collaboration with Death Ballet and Isma Hawk in the near future, considering they have a good relationship. Considering that it's pretty good, and I do really like this fight. Uh, yeah, well, it's a typical DC fight, really, but I do really like that action, and to probably make it more interesting. Then we get to the 100th episode, Mario vs. Sonic 2018. Yeah, we are obviously getting to a redo version of a simple fight. I thought this fight was pretty amazing, actually. Mainly for the character research. Okay, maybe not the character research, since people didn't really like too much. And this is the first time that Wiz and Boomstick finally show their faces. Okay, technically they did a preview for what they're going to see, what they're going to show their faces. This is the first time that Wiz and Boomstick finally show themselves and actually show their designs, and this is going to be a recurring theme of showing Wiz and Boomstick. Yeah, after this episode, pretty much Wiz and Boomstick are going to be recurring showing themselves. And they also go with a fair bit of visual humor to his credit, and also now, this is the first time that Wiz and Boomstick actually what their designs look like, because there has been art and whatnot and everything showing what they look like. And everything. You get the point of what. And I thought the fight was pretty good. I really like the animation. It's another hand drawn. It was pretty amazing and spectacular. And I would like to see more rematches, redo fights, and whatnot. Though I admit it anger both the Sonic and Mario can basis, but overall pretty good. I thought it was a pretty amazing fight. And with the 100th episode. Next is Ultron versus Sigma. This fight was what I like to consider a really good fight. Obviously, it's easy who will win. Money was mostly on Ultron because, hey, I feel like he has much more better equipment and everything going for him. I thought the fight was pretty good. Not spectacular, but then again, this is after 100 episodes, so yeah. Next up is Master Roshi versus Jirai. Yeah. Money was on Master Roshi due to how having several incredible feats as well as, you know, oh, his buff form, aka Max Power form. And since Max Power Roshi exists, Money was mostly due to the fact that he had way more powerful things, had was able to destroy a fire mountain, obliterate a moon, and also techniques such as Ki, and also his Master Power form, aka where he basically looks directly buff. Yep. Yeah, you don't mess with this old man. He pretty much has the buff form, pretty much. Pretty much the Master form is like, you make fun of me, make fun of me, and I'll just and I will beat you, cause you're okay, you get the point of what I felt Master Power Roshi pretty much just goes, yeah, I'm guaranteed Master Roshi will win. And pretty much I didn't really know much of Naruto. And Jiraiya, despite being also that guy, has some powers and whatnot, including that delusional compact form. I realize it doesn't stop some. And Yeah, but then again, couldn't face pretty much. And yeah, that finishing blow just went time to finish you. I was like worried, concerned that Jiraiya will win, but then again, they didn't stop someone from. But then again, it doesn't stop someone's body to still work. Never thought of. Yeah, you should have just done that first, but oh well. A pretty good fight though, and one of my. And yeah. I thought. Yeah. And also, I thought the animation was, looking back, yeah, I think it's alright, and mostly they're just recovering from the 100 episode fight, so yeah, I thought it was a pretty good fight. Then we get to the season finale, Thanos versus Darkseid, and since Infinity War at the time was still coming, and at the time Endgame was still coming, we said that. That's me. I thought it was a nice little send off. Before we go back to usual to whatever current fights we had to deal with. Obviously, it was a pretty good fight. I thought it was pretty good. I thought, yeah, it was, what I like to say, pretty good. I did think the research was there, though I was thinking I was betting on mostly Thanos than Darkseid because yeah, I was more, and again, I'm more of a Marvel guy than a DC guy. Okay, I like both Marvel. Oh wait, I like both Marvel and DC. See, that was yeah, just check some things real quick. But yeah, overall it's a pretty good fight, and I thought it was an epic big finale. So yeah, that is Dead Battle Season 5. A pretty good fight, and I thought it was pretty good. So yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time, and goodbye. And I'm also planning to finish up all this before I go take a break, before whenever the new Dead Battle Season, as I'm waiting for Dead Battle, since I want to finish up some things before I go move on to go do maybe She-Ra versus Wonder Woman. Though I also heard things about people saying that the show would go on retirement after that episode. But I don't believe it, as I feel like that belt never went on retirement. No, sorry, I meant. Sorry, I mean hiatus. I don't think the show ever goes hiatus whenever. The show never goes on hiatus. So yeah, I don't see that belt ever going like hiatus, since usually whenever they take hiatuses, they usually tend to take it between seasons. Never jury. I think mainly between seasons. What I mean is by usually years, by December, usually December to January they go, and they take like a few months break and somewhere around somewhere around mid December, and then come back in somewhere around late January or something like that. And I don't think they do this during mid year or some at some point in a random point of the year. So yeah, a pretty good fight. So yeah, oh yeah, that's a pretty good scene here. So yeah, bye.